Have you ever wondered why 95% of people are poor and only 5% people are actually rich? Why you are not making enough results and money while the other seems to be making a good amount of money without any effort? Now you see, over the years and what I learned from my mentors, of course, it's a very simple reason. Rich people, they make actions, and poor people make excuses. Now I believe the phrase itself is more than enough to justify the situation. You see, I have actually lost count like how many people actually came to me and say that, they actually have a very good idea that they really want to bring that idea live. They want to turn that ideas into a business. And I even got one friend who actually came to me and said that, I think it was about back to 3 or 4 years ago. So he was actually telling me that he has got a very good idea. So he realized that people in, working on a 9 to 5, they don't have the time to go out and enjoy a luxury meal that they want. And of course, they don't have transportations to go out to get the food that they want. And of course, he wanted to create a platform where he can collect the buyer and the seller and start making a good amount of money from there. So until this point of the video, I believe most of you could have already guessed what is the company and what is the system called. And that actual business right now is called Uber Eats, GrabFood or Foodpanda. So he came to me and said, you know what, I was thinking about this idea back in few years ago. So, but I was just telling him like, yeah, maybe you have that idea like back in few years ago, but the problem is you are not making the action, you are not taking the actions to make it work. So technically speaking, this is not yours. And you see, what I realized over the time is that people are not making actions. It's not because they are not smart, it's not because they are not hardworking, but it boils down to only 2 reasons. Now the reason number 1, they are trying to be a perfectionist. I'll give you a perfect example. Back then when I was creating this YouTube channel, I want every single thing to be perfect. The headline, the design, the banner, the captions, the video quality, the thumbnail, everything. I want it to be so perfect that eventually I get up. Now what I want to share with you here is that to be a progressionist but not a perfectionist. See, one thing that I learned over the time when I was building this YouTube channel is that you cannot achieve quality without quantity. And here is what I mean. When I was shooting the first video, I think I talked about the wealth principle, which is something that I extract out of the book, The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. So I was actually reading the book and I find that, okay, I actually learned a lot from that. I took away a lot of stuff from that. So I eventually converted into a YouTube video and I just posted on online. But back then when I was shooting a 3 to 5 minute video, I would have to do like 30 over takes in order to get one perfect shot. But the problem here is that no one is actually watching my stuff. I have to create, this was very back in the time where I have to create a few Google account to subscribe to my own channel, to like my own video, and that's funny. But that attitude, trying to be a perfectionist, is what exactly is stopping you from taking actions. Because when you saw that kind of situations, you just got yourself demotivated. So don't be a perfectionist, but instead be a progressionist. Now the reason number 2 that you are not taking enough action is actually because a lack of accountability. Now before we talk about how you can get yourself an accountability partner or who you should get yourself as your accountability partner, let's first talk about what exactly is accountability, okay? So I define accountability as something that can actually hold you accountable in doing what you want to do to be who you want to be. Up until now, I guess I had about 6 accountability partners, and I can share with you on my personal experience. When you are looking for an accountability partner, never look for someone who is very close to you, like your family members, like your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Never. Why? I'll share with you a very good example. like most of the Friday night, together with my wife Jocelyn, we will lay on the bed and we will ask ourselves a very funny questions. Do you want to go Botanic Garden the next day, like for a walk? And just so you know, Botanic Garden is one of the gardens in Singapore. Like a lot of people will just hang out over there in the morning. Then she will start saying, yeah, definitely, I think we should go. Let's do it, like, let's wake up tomorrow 6 a.m. and we will go there for a walk. And guess what? When it is finally the next morning, both of us, we just lay on the bed and we will just tell ourselves, it seems like outside is raining, isn't it? And she will say, yeah, I think so, it's raining, even though there's literally no rain at all. And then we will just say, yeah, I think maybe we should just snooze the alarm for another 5, 10, 20 minutes. And guess what? We never make it. This is why you should never get yourself an accountability partner who is a really close friends or family members to you. I would strongly recommend you to get yourself a stranger as your accountability partners. Because you see, we care about what the others people think about us more than what we think about ourselves or what our close friends think about ourselves. Because every one of us is the same. We want to be liked by someone who is not close to us. You can enroll yourself into some kind of program where you can get yourself your accountability partner there. By doing so, it will definitely help you in achieving what you want in a rather shorter periods of time. And how do I know it? Because I have done it, I've experienced it, and I can see the results. So if you are really serious in getting yourself more and more results and of course making more money, stop being a perfectionist and start becoming a progressionist. And of course, try to get yourself an accountability partner and work it out something from there. So we have come to an end of this video. If you really enjoyed this video, it will be very much appreciated if you can subscribe to this channel and keep watching this channel, and of course share it to your friends so that they can be benefit as well. Until then, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.